This could be difficult getting them both in the same spot at the same time. My name is Don McMorris. I am the Minister of Health for the province of Saskatchewan, and I have two boys that are wakeboarding, Craig and Mark McMorris, who are 16 and 14 respectively.
So what advice do you have for parents who say that their kid wants to start wakeboarding?
Well, I'd say get involved with the Saskatchewan Water Ski Wakeboard Association. They have traveling clinics. The clinic will come to a lake near you where they can first try it, and there's no real investment then. They don't have to have a board. Everything is supplied for them. And then depending on how they like it, they can progress from there. But it's not all about competition either. It's really about just outdoor activity and having fun. The chores of being a wakeboard dad are, I guess, number one, making sure that they've got if you can, a facility that they can practice at. We happen to have a family cottage at a lake. They're getting old enough now that they're taking on a lot of those responsibilities of keeping the boat clean, tarping it, making sure that it's full of gas. But the financial end of it seems to always fall back on me. How's that binding? Is that going to work?
How did they get involved in wakeboarding?
It's something that they've been interested in for a very long time. They're kind of border guys. They skateboard and snowboard, and wakeboard is just the next progression, I guess.
We started when we were really young, like 5 years ago, and our dad just rented a wakeboard from the local shop, and we loved it so much that we just bought it that weekend, actually. So we've been wakeboarding ever since.
I don't know if I give them a lot of advice, or if I do give them advice, whether they really listen. They've got some great mentors in the sport. So my advice is really kind of dwarfed compared to what those people say to them. They really have been great mentors and great role models. I've just been so impressed with the wakeboarding community and the young adults our kids have been able to hang around with. They're in the same heat, and only 3 out of that heat move on. So talk about sibling rivalry here, that competition. We'll see how that goes. They're very competitive, and they're competitive with each other, but that, I think, has been very positive. They've pushed each other, and I think if there is one reason that I can point out why they do well at the national level is because they compete so much through the year with each other to improve their skills. But I've always been a huge advocate of sports as a great life teacher. And some of the things, it hasn't always worked out all that well for them. They've lost in competitions where they felt they should have won, and it's a great opportunity. I mean, that's the way life is. It's not always quite the way you have drawn up in the chalkboard.
I'd like to become a professional wakeboarder and hopefully help them out in the future.
Hopefully we go big and we can make our own money off this.
I think they need to be a doctor or a lawyer, really. Not a politician.